I was with the Aggieland chapter at Texas A&M University. I started out there as a freshman. I moved to Houston right after I graduated for work. Immediately got involved out there and then ended up just becoming the chairman of the Houston chapter. And I've done that for a couple years now, and it's been probably one of the greatest experiences of my life so far.
Got involved pretty early on. I started the Indiana University chapter my freshman year, and then after transferring back to Colorado State, I got actively involved there. When I moved down to Denver after graduating college, I got involved right away with the Denver chapter, who CSU actually went down and helped volunteer at their events, so it was a pretty smooth transition. When I served as chairman, I kind of had my hand in a little bit of everything. We have a really strong group of volunteers in Denver, and it truly and simply wouldn't be possible without the whole entire team. The magnitude of what we're doing can't really be understood when you sit in Denver and just see it locally. And it's such a great cause, and being able to interact with people from all over the United States that are equally as passionate as you is something that just keeps you motivated and keeps you going.
We're lucky that still enough people out there have outdoor connections that we can do this. But one of the best things that we've done with varsity and university is we've allowed these young people to be the leaders. That's why it's caught on fire so much. They're proving themselves every year. Their momentum will drive the future of this organization. And as long as they understand that that's where they'll be, they understand that I can shape this organization. I now have a voice in this organization. Then the organization evolves on its own. You don't have to plot a course. It'll take care of itself.
The amount of money that they've raised for the organization obviously is huge. It's critical for our mission. But I think more importantly, it shows the capacity for other college volunteers to take on a really strong and what can be intimidating leadership role. I know talking to Jordan and Sam, they both mentioned that because of what they did at Colorado State and at Texas A&M, it allowed them to build confidence right off the bat, and that can be intimidating for a college student. They're right out of school. But they've done a phenomenal job, and I think it speaks dividends to their character, and I think it speaks dividends for their passion for this organization. I really don't care if I pull the trigger. It's just about being in the blind with people that you share a passion and a love for. Obviously, when you're getting into the birds, it makes everyone's spirits pick up a little bit. And we were high-fiving, laughing, having a good time. But I don't think if we'd have pulled the trigger today, it would have made this trip any less significant to them. I think it just shows their gratitude for this organization and the ability to just love being in the blind and sharing the timber or field or the marsh or whatever with fellow DU volunteers. The main thing about Ducks Unlimited, I know they've probably gained more connections
in social and in work than they ever could have if they'd gone a different direction outside of volunteering for Ducks Unlimited. If you need a connection, you have a connection. Now, how many places, how many organizations can you say that about? One of the key components of why Ducks Unlimited is such a great organization is there's not a seam, not a line. You cannot tell who is staff and who is volunteers. They're just, it's a family. It's hard to explain. And the young people understand it, that when they look at the relationships that we have and how we cut up and have a good time, they want to be part of that. And that's what it's about. It's far beyond volunteering.
It's always been important to me to know that, everyone after us is able to enjoy the sport of duck hunting and the outdoors the way it is now, and being able to say I had a hand in that is really important to me. It's funny how we all kind of come to Ducks Unlimited in a different way, but we all stick around for the same reasons.